All right, so Chi-Chi asks, Rob, have the leaders you've worked with ever questioned their leadership skills during this particular time? Are they starting to notice weaknesses or even strengths?
Oh, man. Yes. That's such a good question. Will you read it again, the first part? It was
I will. Have the leaders you have worked with ever questioned their leadership skills during this time?
That's a good question.
I think, oh man, this is sort of, what's interesting to me is that, I like leaders who are actually, who have put themselves at the learning table. I'm drawn to those kinds of folks. And so I have to be honest to the question. I have to be honest about the reality that we create invitations to certain kinds of leaders. And I use a word that I've made up called editability. And I describe it as the willingness to have the backspace key hit on things that feel like they're a part of your character. Like it could be that deep. Like leadership development is leadership change, and change is never not going to be hard. So I think one of the things I have to be realistic about is the leaders who I get to work with are leaders who have chosen to sit at that learning table. And so the other ones, the ones who are not facing or not seeing the need for change, like why would they come see me? And so yes, it's just the need is profound. It's almost overwhelming. I was telling you all that like this week I think I've been in front of, and we do really interactive kinds of sessions like you do as well. And so I'm hearing a lot from them. With this week alone, probably 400 leaders after Saturday is over. And the need is massive. There's more uncertainty, more of a questioning of purpose, more of a disconnection between people do not know how to connect. You know what's been crazy right now? I hope this makes sense too. One more slide.
He's going to his flip chart. There it is. Oh, okay.
This is the fundamental thing about what's in my book around self and other that we found across all our populations was a leader's capacity to maintain a sense of themselves, their convictions, what matters to them. Both of those quick convictions have been tested, and a connection to others. Like this is what it looks like in an ideal world. When pressure hits, I'm bombing through this. Okay, that's the ideal. When pressure hits, what we found over the years is that some people, their habit is to a lot of self. Okay, so it's like become very much an autocratic kind of leader. Other leaders, a lot of connection to others, over connection to others. Dictator, peacemonger, right? So we all have these habits under pressure. Here's what's fascinating right now to Chi-Chi's question. I hope this is Chi-Chi's question. That's been really interesting that I've never modeled before. Like I always did the Venn diagram that way. What if it's not a Venn diagram? I think what so many leaders we've been dealing with, and I think it's shifting a little bit, was these bubbles are just disconnected. Like CEOs, when they admit what's really going on, is they're like, I don't know if I'm communicating the right things. People want clarity, but what they actually want is they want their clarity. Brandon, you're just giving, and both of you guys are just giving me a chance to just geek out on stuff I've been talking about. But like, this has been fascinating. And what'll happen, like back to the sigmoid curve, is that as soon as people get used to whatever the technology is, we make decisions. We're going to stay at home for a while. Those of us who can, in the work that we do. But these bubbles will come back together and we'll have the same issues. But right now we're just like, what's going on?